bullet pierced through the woman's heart. At that very moment, time suddenly froze, the bullet suspended in midair. Death appeared before the woman. He told her she had 15 seconds left. During these 15 seconds, she could start and stop time at will. When the countdown reached 0, death would take her away. The woman decided to see the killer's face clearly. Anna resumed time. The bullet passed through her body, shattering the glass. 14 seconds remaining. The excruciating pain in her chest made it hard to bear. Death mercifully removed her pain. Anna resumed time again and turned to look back. 13 seconds left. She finally saw the killer's face clearly. It was her patient's daughter. Perhaps because she had failed to cure the patient, who eventually committed suicide in agony, the patient's daughter had decided to kill her. Anna was determined not to let the killer get away with it, and even to strike back. She resumed time again, scattered the powder from the desk onto the floor, and grabbed the remote to turn off the lights. 11 seconds remaining. If the killer entered the room, the powder on the floor would leave footprints. Turning off the lights would prevent the killer from seeing clearly. Anna resumed time once more, pushed aside the books on the desk, picked up a marker, and wrote the killer's name on the desk. Time was already half gone. Death mocked her for writing the name too large. The killer would spot it immediately, but this was exactly Anna's intention. Anna smashed the vase, spread the water evenly across the desk surface, then threw the marker far away. 7 seconds left. If the killer tried to alter the name and casually grabbed a marker from the desk, forensic investigators would easily discover the real information based on the different ink, but this could be easily seen through by the killer. Anna's true purpose lay elsewhere. She resumed time again, inserting the flower stem into the socket in front of the desk. The wet stem would conduct electricity. Once she let go, the stem would touch the water on the desk. If the killer touched the surface while altering the name, she would be electrocuted, but this wasn't enough. Anna released the stem and turned to kick over the water bucket. Water spilled everywhere. 5 seconds remaining. The water on the floor would flow toward the drain. When the killer walked to the desk and stepped in the water, it would act as a ground wire. The water on the desk and at her feet would form a closed circuit, and the instant current would strike the killer's heart. Anna's life had 5 seconds left. Suddenly, she remembered finding a suicide note at the patient's home earlier. The elderly patient had wanted to end their life with sleeping pills, and she had secretly switched them. The patient's daughter had witnessed the scene. Perhaps the daughter misunderstood and thought she was harming the patient, triggering this misunderstanding. Anna's resolve began to waver. She resumed time and pulled out one flower stem. This would reduce the risk of electrocution for the killer. 4.5 seconds left. Anna grabbed a pen and lunged toward the floor. Suddenly, a second bullet pierced through her body. 0.61 seconds remaining. Death told her that during the 15 seconds she spent setting the trap, the killer had circled around to the window to deliver the finishing blow. Anna had less than a second of life left. She stared intently at the envelope on the floor.